Welcome to our fourth part for our tutorial for transitioning from Inventor to Fusion 360. What I want to talk about in this one is how to create assemblies. If you recall in Inventor, you would normally start an assembly. It was a separate thing. You had to go to New, you open up an assembly, and then you could begin importing parts. Fusion is it's more native to this process because you already have your parts out here. Now they're setting there, you just have to create an assembly. Couple things that we had to do. Previously, we were either on our roller or on our block, and I'm going to activate the roller. So this is what our screen looked like. Before we do an assembly, you're probably going to want to activate whatever components you need. So I'm going to go up here to the very top where it says 123 block version 1. Activate the component using the radio button. Now both of them are turned on. All right. In order to create an assembly, we'll go over here to assemble, and I'm going to choose joint. And in this case, this is going to be a parent-child relationship very similar to what you're used to in Inventor. So in other words, the child is going to run to the parent. So one of them is going to move, one's going to be stationary. That's important sometimes. All right. It already is asking me for component 1. I have this journal right here, and I want this face of the large journal to land even with the face of our 1, 2, 3 block. So I'm going to find the coin right in the center, right there. And I'm going to jump over to our 1, 2, 3 block that now has a matching bore, pick up this face and get the coin right on the end of that. And when I click on it, of course, it's going to jump into the bore, very much like you're accustomed to. The nice feature in Fusion is instead of having to go back into the menu and make adjustments, I can now just click and drag if I want to. So I can move it that way. All right. I could actually bring it up if I wanted to, although I don't want to. All right, we can change the positioning of this roller inside of that bore very, very easily. All right, we could even change angle of rotation. Kind of hard to see because it's completely round with no identifying feature, but you get the idea. You have those freedoms in here. That's a lot simpler than what you're accustomed to. And yes, you do have the flip command. All right, so if I flip it, it will turn it around. Okay, but we're gonna keep it the way we had it. Once you have everything set, of course, hit OK. And now we've got our part situated inside that block. The other thing I would like to do is I want to change the color of my component, or at least one of them, so they don't all look like they're one thing. I'm going to go underneath the Modify tab. Down here at the bottom, it says Appearance. I'm going to choose Appearance. You'll get a screen very similar to what you were used to in Inventor. All right, and there are lots of different materials and things in here. If I wanted to go under Paint, maybe I'll just go under Glossy. Open those up, and you've got basic colors, and yes, you can double click on them and change them. All right, but for the time being, let's say I wanted to use this metal flake. Notice that it has a download button next to it. If it has a download button, just click on it. It will enter it into your library. So maybe we'll use the green one this time. I'm going to download. It's pulling it in, and of course, just like before, drag this up to the top right there, and then to select a component, I can go over here, activate it, all right, or just click on it, and that kicked me out. But we got everything here. Now what I'm going to do, I can simply drag this onto what I want. And now it's changed. When you're done, as always, click close. And then let's turn everything back on. And now we've got our gray block with our green metallic roller in there. So that's definitely one of the things that you can do. I also want to point out your timeline down here. Notice that just like you're used to an Inventor where you could go up here and you could click on different functions to change it if you had to go back, I can make adjustments here, all right, simply by double clicking, or I can actually roll the timeline back. Maybe there was a change there that I saw something I wanted. I'll leave it the whole way open. Maybe I want to change this extrusion, so I'll double click, and now it's going to kick it out for a second, and I can move that around a little bit. So we'll go 1.2. It's not going to make any visible change. I'll click OK, and when I click OK, it's now made that change. So very, very functional feature of this. You're going to need that at some point if you have to make modifications. The next tutorial that I'm going to show, I want to talk about a few other things that you can set as far as preferences and settings, especially if you're getting frustrated because you're stuck in millimeters. All right, we're going to talk about that, and that should hopefully wrap us up with this. I'll see you in part 5.